In this video, I'm going to share the 6 lessons I've learned from spending over $100,000 on backlinks. And realistically, I've probably spent significantly way more than $100,000. On January alone, I spent nearly $15,000 on backlinks alone, and that's just the webmaster fee. It doesn't count the cost of software or my staff, etc. And I've been doing this for over 6 years now, so I've probably spent significantly much more than $100,000 on backlinks. But this looks good as the title for a YouTube video, so that's what I'm using. If you don't know who I am, I'm Miko Martinez. I've been in the SEO industry for over 6 years now. I've worked on over 200 projects, and I've helped scale some of them to over 7 figures in annual revenue. So let's get to the video. The 6 lessons I learned from spending over $100,000 on backlinks. First lesson is that, number one, you should be buying backlinks. All the best SEOs buy backlinks. So if you aren't buying backlinks, you're pretty much getting left behind, because you can do both. You can acquire links naturally and you can buy backlinks. If you're just doing one and not the other, then you're definitely just handicapping yourself, right? And you know, when I say buy backlinks, this is usually in the form of guest posts or link insertions. And the reason why it's so important to buy backlinks is because when you buy guest posts or link insertions, it's really the only predictable way to guarantee you get X amount of backlinks every month. Like, for example, if you calculated the link gap between you and your competitors and you need to build, let's say, 5 backlinks every month to fill that link gap in 3 to 6 months, right? And the only way to build those backlinks predictably, consistently, over the next 3 to 6 months is through buying backlinks, through buying guest posts and link insertions or niche edits. Obviously, digital PR is a very strong and powerful link building strategy, but it's not predictable. It's not consistent. You can't say, oh, I need 5 backlinks this month. Let's do a digital PR campaign. It's not how it works. Like, it's, you know, with digital PR, you can either get no backlinks or you can get a lot of backlinks, or you can get a middle amount of backlinks, but you don't know for sure. When you're buying guest posts and link insertions, you know, like if you need 5 guest posts this month, you can buy 5 guest posts, right? Or link insertions, depending on what you want to build, right? But yeah, and that's why all the best SEOs buy backlinks. Because if you're not buying backlinks, again, you're just handicapping yourself. And if your competitor is buying backlinks, then how are you expecting to outrank them if they basically have this tool that you aren't using, right? So number one, you should definitely be buying backlinks. Number two, it's 30 to 50% cheaper if you build the backlinks yourself versus, let's say, hiring a link building agency to build the backlinks for you. So if you buy a certain backlink from a link building agency for $200, you can typically pay between $100 and $140 for that backlink if you're building them yourself. Here's the tricky thing though, right? Like, if you're building a lot of backlinks, it makes sense to build them yourself, invest in the software, invest in learning how to build these backlinks yourself, you know, the outreach scripts, the methods to use, the strategies to use. Yeah. And then, you know, doing all this work to build the infrastructure in the back end to build a lot of these backlinks. But if you have just one website, you know, and you need to build, like, say, 5 backlinks a month, and let's just say that they're $200 each, that's $1,000. I actually recommend just outsourcing them to a quality provider, even if it is 30 to 50% more expensive. And the reason behind that is because, you know, like, if you're not building a lot of backlinks, it might not be worth it to invest your time and resources in building out the infrastructure to build the backlinks yourself, right? Like, because it takes time to learn how to do this. It takes time to get the hang of, you know, coming up with outreach scripts and things like that. And then basically doing the prospecting also, like finding the leads, right? Even if it is cheaper, again, you're going to pay in time and effort and then learning the ropes, basically. Like, even when you start, like, you know, building like the infrastructure, you need to warm up your emails, and that takes like 2 to 4 weeks, right? And if you just need 5 backlinks a month, like, you could argue like it's probably not worth it to invest in all this infrastructure on the back end, right? So just, again, if you're building a lot of backlinks, it makes sense to invest in the infrastructure, build them yourself, because they're a lot cheaper. But if you're just building a few, outsource to a quality provider, a provider that you can trust. It'll probably be more worth it doing it that way, right? Okay, next, number 3, don't just rely on email outreach. Social media works really well as well, right? So when you go through a lot of link building courses, a lot of it is just going to be mass email outreach, right? sending thousands of emails a day for these backlinks. But what you'll find is you actually can get a way higher positive reply rate relying on social media. Facebook, Instagram, even LinkedIn gets a way higher reply rate than email outreach. So yes, email outreach is great, and you should definitely do email outreach when you're outreaching for backlinks. But you should also, since you're building up that list of prospects anyway, might as well try to reach out to them through social media as well. They're probably going to be more responsive on social media. Okay. Number 4, I think this is pretty obvious. Quality over quantity. I repeat this everywhere. It's never about the number of backlinks. It's about the quality of backlinks. If you build, let's say, 3 high quality backlinks, you're going to beat your competitor who's building 20 low quality backlinks, right? A few high quality backlinks will do more for your SEO than hundreds of low quality ones. You can see this on the SERP. This is not just something that people say. Go to the SERP and look at the rankings. You'll kind of see some sites build like a ton of low quality backlinks and it won't do anything for their rankings, when versus a few sites that are building fewer backlinks, but you see them ranking really well. And the perfect example of that is actually like one of these case studies on our site. When this brand came to us, they actually came from working with another SEO agency that was charging $5K a month. And when we audited their SEO, they actually handed over the link building reports. We saw that they were building a lot of backlinks every month, right? Like 30 backlinks every month. And when they switched over to us, we basically looked at the link building report and saw a lot of these backlinks are unnecessary. They're like lower quality. And this brand itself, didn't really need that many backlinks to rank anyway. So when, we basically took up this project, we decided, okay, we're not going to build 30 backlinks. We're just going to build 5 high quality backlinks and focus on publishing more content. And this is the result we got. We basically 20x their results for less than $5K a month. And we did this building way less backlinks, 5 backlinks instead of 30 lower quality backlinks. They weren't terrible, but they were not that high quality either. So yeah, when it comes to link building, invest in quality over quantity, and you'll see a big difference in your SEO campaigns. Okay, number 5, this is something that people seem to forget or seem to overlook when they're building backlinks. It actually takes 1 to 3 months to see the impact of backlinks. And yeah, we've seen this in our campaigns, where we build a bunch of backlinks and they don't reflect right away. They don't show an instant impact on traffic and rankings. And we've learned that, yeah, sometimes it just can take time, between 1 to 3 months, for search engines to crawl and index the new links. If you're building tier 2s, it might take even longer, right? Because there's a second layer or second tier of backlinks that the search engine has to crawl. So yeah, if you're building backlinks, yeah, keep monitoring them over the next 1 to 3 months, because again, it can take time until you see like a noticeable impact on rankings and traffic. But yeah, if it's been quite a long time and there was no impact at all, that backlink was probably not a quality backlink, right? So yeah, when it comes to building backlinks, you want to be patient. And last but not the least, if you really want to get the most out of your backlinks, you should be trying to rank your backlinks. There's a reason why link insertions on pages with traffic are super powerful. It's because the search engines see this as a positive signal, right? Like, if this page is ranking well, is getting traffic, then this must be a good page. And if that page is linking to you, linking to your site, then that positive ranking signal gets transferred over to your site. Not transferred, but that positive ranking signal is basically, you'll see the effect of that on your site if you get a link from this page, right? So what you want to do is, okay, obviously, if you're getting link insertions, you want to get link insertions on pages with traffic, right? I've said this time and time again, and other SEOs say this as well. In the last 2 to 3 years, like, link insertions on pages with traffic are super, super powerful. But that doesn't mean you should only be building link insertions on pages with traffic. That's a little bit dangerous, right? You can still build guest posts, but when you build your guest posts or you're writing the content on your guest posts, don't limit it to 500 words. Do the keyword research. Do the search intent research, right? Like if it takes 1,000 words to rank for the specific keyword on your guest post, then write the 1,000 words, right? Your guest post will be way more effective, way more powerful if you got them to rank, right? They don't have to rank number one. They can rank for some long tail keywords. As long as they're ranking decently well, they will be way more effective than a guest post that didn't rank for anything. So don't just write 500-word guest posts these days. You want to build your guest posts with the intention of ranking them, because when your backlinks rank for specific keywords, they pass even more authority to your site, increasing the overall SEO impact. Yeah, that's it. Those are my 6 learnings from spending over $100,000 on backlinks over the last 6 years, probably way more than that. Again, going back from 1 to 6. Number 1, you should be buying backlinks. If you're not, you're getting left behind. Number 2, backlinks are 30 to 50% cheaper if you build them yourself, but depending on how many backlinks you need, you want to determine whether it's worth it to build them yourself or if it's more worth it to just outsource it to a quality provider. Number 3, don't rely on just email outreach. Social media works really well, and you can get a really high positive reply rate on social media. So yeah, you want to basically utilize social media as well in your link building outreach. Number 4, plain and simple, quality over quantity. A few high quality backlinks will do more for your SEO than hundreds of low quality ones. Number 5, be patient because it takes 1 to 3 months to see the impact of the backlinks you build. And number 6, if you want to get the most out of the backlinks you're building, whether they're guest posts or link insertions, you should be trying to rank your backlinks. Yeah, that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. If you want us to handle your SEO for you, you can apply for a free SEO audit. I'll leave a link in the description. If you apply for a free SEO audit, there's no obligation to work with us. So at the very least, you end up with a free SEO consultation and action plan that you can implement on your own. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for listening. Cheers.